Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is the story of how police busted a drug gang in Britain's biggest ever cash raid, seizing over £5 million after officers noticed, and I quote, "a man struggling to carry heavy bags stuffed with dirty cash, outside a luxury West London flat." It almost sounds like something out of a movie. You couldn't make it up if you tried. If you're interested in keeping up to date with the latest crime news throughout the UK, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel for future content. But for now, let's get back to today's topic and discover how more than £5 million of criminal loot was seized during a raid on a two-bedroom flat in Britain's biggest ever cash seizure. The £3,500 luxury apartment in a swanky gated development in Fulham, southwest London, was filled with stacks of cash being laundered for gangsters. A mountain of cash was stockpiled by launderers during the first COVID lockdown last year, as the launderers were unable to move it out of the country. Former Latvian teacher Sergejs Orzins, 46, Russian socialite and DJ Ruslan Shamsutinov, 36, and Iranian Serwan Ahmadi, 35, admitted conspiracy to conceal, disguise, convert, transfer or remove criminal property from the UK. The huge cash seizure followed an operation launched in August 2019 by a proactive team from the Met's Specialist Crime Command targeting the organised crime networks. Orzins was seen meeting a cocaine drug baron being kept under surveillance and was followed back to the upmarket apartments development in Britannia Road, Fulham. Cops kept watch on the flats, and on the 5th of June 2020, Shamsutinov was seen leaving the flats with heavy bags which he placed into a nearby car with a hiding tray under seats. He was detained and the bags were found to be filled with £600,000 in cash. Cops then swooped on the first floor flat he had come from and found it filled with a further £4.5 million. Prosecutor Daniel Fugalo told Harrow Crown Court, inside were bundles of cash in various rooms, boxes under beds, in wardrobes, and laid out on the floors. It had the appearance of being very organised, with money in £5,000 or £10,000, with a number of bundles being carried together in carrier bags or boxes. Amounts such as 100 or 200 were found written on a number of these bags. When removed, these represented a number of thousands within the bag in question. Detective Superintendent Jason Prinz said after the case, "There was literally money everywhere in this flat. There was cash in cupboards, drawers and under the beds. By the front door there were bags of cash which looked like they were going to be away somewhere." Further searches led to the seizure of more than £40,000 in cash at Shamsutinov's home in Hackney, East London. Ahmadi was arrested on the 14th of July in Edmonton, North London, in possession of £59,980 in a bag he was carrying, and a further £198,665 was recovered at his nearby home. Orzins was arrested the next day at his home in Rochester, and a further £14,435 in cash was seized. Two Eastern European money launderers were jailed yesterday for their role in moving profits from drugs and guns, and their Iranian gopher was given a suspended sentence. Shamsutinov was sentenced to 45 months, while Orzins got 40 months on the basis of laundering only £2 million of the total amount discovered. Ahmadi was sentenced to 20 months, suspended for 2 years, with 150 hours unpaid community work. The trio were part of a network laundering huge profits from criminal gun and drug gangs. Det Superintendent Prinz said, "This was the money laundering team for a number of crime groups. Because of COVID restrictions they were forced to stockpile the cash, and that's why we found over £5 million there. The normal laundering routes were not open and they were struck with what to do with it. It is the biggest ever cash seizure by the Met, and I don't know of a bigger one nationally in cash. This seizure, and the conviction of these men for laundering that money, will have a major impact on the ability of a number of crime groups to carry on with their activities." And what happens to the £5 million that was seized? The cash was taken to a secure police compound and has been divided between the Home Office and the Met and will now go towards fighting crime. Money laundering is punishable with a maximum of 14 years imprisonment, however they have got away in effect with a slap on the wrist. Money is the root of all evil, so they say, and in this instance the cash came from drugs, violence and death. The public will be shocked at their soft sentences. One thing's for sure, the confiscation order will hurt them more than going to jail. The criminal world is a dark, dangerous and unforgiving place, and for losing that amount of money, I really can't see them lasting that long outside once they are released. Judging by the sentencing, they won't be waiting that long. Do you agree with the punishment? Does the time served reflect the crime? Yes or no? Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Goodbye for now.